Hey Taurus, how are you doing? Welcome to your 2019 or your January 2019 Tarot Spirit Message reading. Um, Glad to have you here. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button, especially if you like the video, so you can be notified. We do these videos every month, along with love videos and daily readings. So welcome. These are going to be general messages for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. I definitely recommend you watch your Sun and your Ascendant. I find I connect the most with those two aspects. But I recommend watching the videos for all your signs, especially depending what type of questions you have about your month. I always use example because if you have love questions, it definitely helps to watch your moon, maybe even your Venus sign, because your moon is your soul and it's how you feel about things and how you emote. And obviously Venus being the planet of beauty and love definitely has a strong correlation to romance questions. So it just kind of depends. But I find Sun and especially Ascendant, like I would even say Ascendant even more so, really are talking about you and your personality and your core. So I definitely recommend those, but encourage watching them all. With that being said, how I have my reading set up, if this is your first time, the oracle decks we're going to use to get little glimpses at different facets of your month. Romance Angels for love and romance, Keepers of the Light for a peek at your spiritual development and how you're growing on a soul level. Good Tarot, looking at work and finances, and of course we'll clarify at the very end with a tarot spread. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into it. A little friendly reminder, since these readings are general, they may not resonate, so don't try to force them. If it's not fitting or you have to forgive too many things, that message isn't meant for you. Do not try and force it. Oh, see, I'm about to do it again. I did this in I think when I did the Aries video, just before. Okay, what does my Taurus need to know about love and romance for the month of January? Let's put these up here. Alright. Ooh. Oh, I feel like the glare is like crazy right now. Forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. The prompt reads, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I love this. So letting go of something from the past, letting go of past hurt. Maybe you had a relationship 2018 or had a self-discovery in 2018 that made you see things differently, made you pull away from people, made you pull away from maybe a certain situation. Now you're in a moment where you need to release that. Whatever that hurt is, it needs to be let go and kind of sent on its merry way, because it's not serving you anymore. It doesn't have a purpose for you now in this moment, in your current situation. So it's time for all of that to be released. Which I love that, because honestly, once you do that, it opens you up to new romances, new relationships, new happiness. You gotta make space by clearing out the old first. Alright, let's take a peek. What energy is supporting Taurus as they grow through January 2019? Yes, no wonder why you're healing. Serapis Bay. All about ascension, all about rising up. Love that so much. This card talks about, prompt reads, move into your true self. Rise above the darkness, the light is here. That darkness came from that past. Whatever that hurt is, that's old news. And it's just keeping you in the dark. It's keeping you blinded to what's coming or what's up ahead for you. This ascension, this rising above, is taking you out of that darkness. So I would even reinterpret the image in this card. Normally with the ghosts kind of look like they're haunting you or like, keeping you, in this kind of mournful place. But this is Serapis Bay coming in to lift you up out of that, to remove you from this darkness and take you into the light, because you are trying to level up. You are stepping up, Taurus. You are moving on, which I think is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because again, from there, you're stepping into your power. And that's a great way to start 2019, don't you think? In your power, in your element, knowing what you want, knowing who you are specifically. I love that. Alright. What does Taurus need to know about work and finances? Oh, stop that. The month of January 2019. Ah, I love this. Alright, Ace of Water, also known as the Ace of Cups in a traditional tarot deck. Beautiful. Normally I see this card as a card of self-love or true love. Like a truly emotional state of bliss. So for this to be in your like work sector, essentially, that tells me that honestly I think you're finding your calling, you're finding your passion in work. What is it you want to be doing? What is this career path? How are you extending into the world? Where are you reaching? What is your effect going to be on, the community as a whole? How are you extending beyond yourself? What is it you love to do? I love this, and it makes perfect sense. After ascension, you're rising into power, you're rising into your true self. What does that true self want to do? What would make that true self happy? Especially when you think about self-love, in the Ace of Cups or Ace of Water. It's all about being true to you. What do you need? What nourishes you, and then you can use that to nourish others. Beautiful. Some of you, I feel like maybe get a new career. Maybe this year, may not be necessarily happening this month, but maybe the decision is made or the need is discovered for this shift, whatever it is, however it's manifesting. Buddy. Sorry, my cat is like just off camera taking his nap. He's rolling around. Alright. Okay. So now knowing what we know, let's get you your message for the month. Oh my god, I'm taking this. So you see this sucker sticking out? Look who it is. The Judgment card. Hearing that siren call. It's almost like the call to arms. You're being woken up to your divine purpose. Finding your call. Look at that. We already know you're healing. You're forgiving some type of past transgression. And look at you. Here you are, Six of Swords. Moving to calmer waters. Moving away from distress. You're coming out of the dark into the light. Out of the dark into the light. Out of the dark into the light. You can see them coming out of coffins. It's like you're coming out of your tomb. You're coming out of this moment of suffering and finding ease. You're moving towards calmer waters. So into that bottom of the deck, before I was shuffling, let's take these guys, was the Seven of Pentacles. So again, you've done the work already. Now it's into releasing. Two of Pentacles. And I love this. Two of Pentacles came out on the Ace of Water as well as the Sun. So, Two of Pentacles, all the twos speak to a decision needing to be made. Some type of decision is being made. Here with the Pentacles, especially landing on the Ace of Waters, which we got for your work and finances, a choice is being made about work. Look at these Pentacles. How am I earning my money? Am I doing this or doing this? Doing this, doing this? Huge, huge decision. And not huge where it's like this big magnanimous thing, but literally it's going to shape the course of future events. Even with these two ships in the back on this card, what ship do I go on? Am I going this way or going that way? Like literally, this may not be a huge decision, but it's going to alter the course significantly. It's like you've got one boat to Europe, one boat to China. Like, two very different circumstances. But I guarantee you, if you choose correctly, you will find your life, literally, with the Sun card. I always think of life, vitality. There would be no life without the Sun. So literally, this Ace of Water, finding your passions, finding your nourishment, giving you life, doing what you love to do, something aligned with your purpose. There's even an infinity symbol on Seraphis Bay's headdress. I hope you guys will be able to see that. I should close my curtain. This glare is crazy. You can see it right on top of his little headdress. Significant changes to your circumstances could be coming, all based on this decision. And it's going to be a work decision for sure. I feel like career is going to be a big focus for you this month. Big focus. Seven of Wands could be a block. Could be a block. I always see the Seven of Wands as kind of standing up for yourself and taking a stand. You know, you can kind of see it's like I've got my wand, and you see this crowd of people down below you with their wands. Like, you know, they may not necessarily be all on the same side, but they're all opposing you. They could all have their own different opinions, but none of them are aligned with you, and you are just like, nope, nope, I'm quitting being an attorney, I want to go be a masseuse, or, you know, whatever it is. Like, this is you standing up for yourself, seeing through something. You also have the moon here, which is all about secrets and illusions. Needing a shift, seeing things differently. I also get this that it's like the call of the wild, like your instincts, your like internal, almost kind of carnal instincts are like, no, you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and this isn't it. There's like this call of the wild that's like reaching out to you, and it's going to shift how you see things, which clearly that's happening with this Judgment card. Tons of major arcanas. You've got the Judgment, you've got the Sun and the Moon, so counterparts, and I say counterparts specifically because you also have the Lovers, another major arcana card, but it's about these two parts of the same star reuniting and coming back to each other. I think this is like the energies within you. You have the masculine and the feminine, you know, the conscious and the subconscious, counterparts. You are being made whole again. You are being united. I feel like this hurt, like, kept the two parts of you separate, like separated your masculine and feminine, so to speak. So we're forgiving and learning from that experience, letting it go. So now the block is removed. Then you have this ascension energy bringing everything back together. You have the Judgment energy bringing you your purpose, finding your calling, finding what nourishes you and feeds you. Again, Sun and Moon, things being balanced, things being harmonized. Day turns into night, night turns into day. Counterparts coming together. This could be romance. Honestly, I think this is more you just on a soul level. Like you really figuring out what it is you need, who you want to be, and then starting the progression to do that thing, to do those things, to live that life. Amazing. Rack amazing. All about all of this. So bottom of the deck right now is the Devil card. I see this as almost kind of like a sign of temptation. You know, this forgiving and this learning, you're releasing some cycle that's held on to you for a very long time, or a belief you've held on to a very long time. I need to have this job to be successful. I need to be doing this thing. I need to be married. I need to, you know, whatever it is. The I need to, fill in the blank here, is limiting you, because you don't need to. You think you need to, and your ego wants you to think that you need to, but you don't. There is a purpose far exceeding whatever it is you're doing now. And I think this month, and this year, really, this year is trying to realign you and get you to see past that illusion. You know, the illusion that this is what life is supposed to be. It's not. Especially not for you. You have something much greater in store. But you have to break these chains first. And you do that by learning from the lesson and forgiving it. And honestly forgiving yourself as well for you know, if you feel like you made a mistake, or how could I fall for that? Why did I do that to myself? Forgive yourself for that too. And honestly it's not a coincidence, it wasn't a mistake. You needed to go through that experience to gain the wisdom that you now have. Had you not had that experience, you wouldn't know what you know now. And then you wouldn't be set up for this shift. So don't feel bad about it, or don't regret anything that happened. It was part of your journey. It was part of your story. Nothing to be ashamed of. But honestly, stay tuned on this healing that's happening, this releasing that you have going on. Stay in tune with that and know that you are leveling up. And honestly, my advice this month would be do your best to stay true to you. Stay authentic. Be authentic. And then you're going to start pulling in and stand up for yourself. You're going to start pulling in the things that align with this vision and this version of yourself, which is going to be much more nourishing. But it's going to take a lot of strength and resilience to kind of stand there and be like, no, this is what I believe in. This is what I want. Even if no one else is doing that around you. Even if, like, no, girl, you don't want to do that. No, sir, like, stop that. You need to do this thing with us, or I think you should be doing this. You're like, I thank you for your opinion, but I got my own plan. Thank you, but I know what I'm doing. That's got to be you this month. Stick to your guns. All right, I love it. All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna end the reading here. I think this is a beautiful spot. Again, take the advice, especially if it resonated for you. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you want to see more content like this. If you want to reach out to me, I'd love to hear from you how this resonated, what you're excited about for the new year. You can drop it in the comments below. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. You can even reach out to my personal email, especially if you want to book a reading with me. All of that information is down below. And I will see you next month. Take care, Taurus. Happy New Year.